Frank Sepe here with IFBB Pro League bodybuilder, Olympia winner, Arnold winner, Kamal Elgargni. I got that right?
Oh yes, Frank, you got it very good.
I should say the ever-growing and the forever youthful Kamal.
Yes. Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. It's been great. Yes.
So let's start off with the Olympia. We got what, about 4 weeks now?
Yeah, 4 weeks Friday. Yes,
Yeah.
4 weeks Friday.
So you're jumping in the open?
No, I tried to, but it didn't happen. Which is the good things. Like, I mean, really, I did the open. It just like Frank, I've been like competing since my first show was '94, and
Yeah.
I've done everything. I've done like amateur. I won every single show at amateur, and I won almost like I won the Arnold, I won the Olympia. So I won every big show at the what they call it, at the Olympia, like the professional league with the 212. And I
Yeah.
said, this is coming into my end of career. Why not? I'm gonna jump into the open and I'll see what I do. It just for me is not that I wanted to go to do the open or whatever, but
Mhm.
it felt great. So I just like when we moved here to Tampa, and I said, okay, this Tampa Pro, let's go and do it. And I did it, and I really got really good. I put on like really good mass. I didn't never lose my condition. People said, "Oh, Kamal is gonna go big. He's gonna lose his condition," which I'm known with. But I felt really, really good as that open, but I didn't actually win the show, so I'm at
You looked
212 now.
you looked incredible though. I mean, you came in second. You looked incredible. There were people
Yes,
saying that you could have won the show. That's why I asked jokingly. I'm like, you're gonna go into the open because you are one of the few bodybuilders who could, like you said, you can go into different divisions. You pretty much a master of your physique in conditioning and putting size on, right? It's like you never stop learning at any age, right? It just gets, you get more and more knowledge and it shows throughout your physique.
yeah, it's 100%. That's to be honest, this is how I feel. I get better every year. Like it's like, when are you gonna stop? So why do I stop? If
Yeah.
I'm improving every year, I feel good. I feel healthy. Okay, the only things like maybe with my family because with bodybuilding, like you are a bit selfish. You can't spend enough time with them, and it is like when you have family with 4 kids. It's not easy. It's not easy, but I mean, they all behind my back. They're supporting me, so they just want me to keep going, which is this is what I've been doing. So I think this year as well is going to be a very very good success year for me. After doing 2 shows, I think I'll bring something different this year as well.
So you won the Olympia 212 in 2019, right? And then
Yes.
so do you feel like there's buzz around you? I feel like you're that guy that comes into the show and wins, and they almost forget that you're gonna be there and you win every time. Like, you know what I mean? There's buzz around this new guy's coming in or this guy's coming in, and you come in and then you win. Like,
To be honest, this is what I see with social media. But to be honest, with social media, we do see a lot less with
mhm.
212. To be honest, the
Yeah,
open, which is the open, I do understand that the open class, which is they take all the social media, all the the
buzz,
vibe,
yeah.
everything, yeah, all the buzz. But the 212, like we don't get as much, and which is we do a lot harder job. I mean, to be honest, for me now making 212, man, I am suffering after I've tried the open.
Mm.
I was just like I was. It is. I'm really, really suffered because I've never tried it. Normally, this is the way we have to suffer to make weight. But like after I did the open show and I looked good, I looked bigger, and now I'm feeling that oh my god, it is really difficult. So we are suffering more than the open class because they come in, they don't have to think about weight, and
Yeah.
then they have like time to load demand. See, we and this is one of the problems. I wish it's not because might maybe in the future they could change the weighing in because we weigh in Thursday afternoon, and then our pre-charging it's in the Friday morning. So we
Mhm.
don't even have like 24 hours to fill up or to get like. I
Gotcha.
mean,
Yeah.
we have some people, like, if they don't have that enough experience or whatever, they're gonna be bloated. They're gonna be carb bloated too much. They got that belly, bloated belly
Mhm.
and everything because we don't have enough time. So I hope they look into this and they give us like more time for that. But over over overall, I think the thing is with the Olympia this year is going to be very, very excited, and I will do the same every year. Like, they don't mention me much, and I come in, I just shock the world.
So let's talk about your prep. And it's funny you should say that because I remember talking to Juliana Malaccarni, who won the Olympia a couple of times, and she was hardly eating. She didn't train her legs like a couple of days just to kind of, not be as muscular as as she was. So she had to curtail her training and her diet just to fit into that class. So you're like a UFC fighter right now, trying to
Yeah.
get out of the 212. So how does that affect your prep? I know you're a volume trainer like me too, and I think that honestly that's the way that I like to train my entire life too, and that you can see as you get older too, your joints and everything else honestly feel good or feel better. Whereas a lot of people who train like they're in car crashes have torn muscles and they can't do what they used to do. So how has your prep been as far as training and diet for this Olympia?
Well, it's not different than any prep. I've always put 100%. If it's the Olympia or a different show, as an amateur show, we
Mhm.
always we always want to bring our best. A
Mhm.
physique like mine, okay, I have to be 100% on to look to have all this line, the shape that I'm bringing in on stage. So if I come a little bit off, I will look off. So I have
Yeah.
to come 100%. So the volume training for me, works a lot for me. It works better for me. And it's like, and this is the old school, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not kind of, we're not like just like
Reinventing it.
heavy.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then thank God, I've never, ever, ever had any injuries. Never,
Knock wood.
never. I've been training for that long and I've never had injury. I've always been trained smart. Yes, high volume, heavy as well, but it's not heavy to the. It's like I want to feel the weight. I want to
Yeah.
feel like I just want to think about how the reaction between my training and the muscle. Not I'm thinking how I'm gonna lift this weight.
Yeah.
So you lose like constructions for that, but it's been really, really good. I've never ever changed. The only change I do maybe the last 4 or 5 weeks, when we add, actually we go harder. We don't go like, some people they go less, but we go harder, which is we add like drop sets and supersets and all these kind of things to get more deep lines and intensity of the mass. And this is it. And then with the diets, again the same. So it's not much changing, to be honest. We probably basic all year round. We play with the carbs up and down, and if we need to go this, and one day one sometimes we have a cheat meal.
Mhm.
Sometimes, like, it depends how body reacts. But for me, I do really clean, eat clean all year round, all year round.
One of the biggest misconceptions about volume training is that you're not training heavy. You are still training heavy for you, but the drop sets, giant sets, triple drop sets, running around the gym, that's always the way that I train too. It's been that old school mentality of the bodybuilders that I trained with who were champions in the 80s and they brought it to the 90s and then, you pass it on. But a lot of people, it becomes second nature to someone like you and myself. But then when you put somebody through it, they can't get halfway through the workout
No
before they
way.
start throwing up. And it's like,
Exactly.
and people are like, why are you trying to kill that person? I'm like, I'm not. That's just the way I train. And they're like, yeah, right. And I'm like, actually, I stopped, training as hard for you today, and you still threw up, right? Don't you see that?
Exactly, Frank. Exactly. You got it in the right spot. I mean, you see some big guys, they lift heavyweight. When they jump the train with me, they can't do the same weight. They cannot, because first time it's like, what they do is a half rep, when they do the training, because exactly that's not for
The leg
me,
press?
has to be press a lock. You have
Yeah.
to lock, slow down, control it, and all the way. They cannot do that with a half rep. It's not training. That is not bodybuilding. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people they do that kind of shit. we're not weightlifting. We are bodybuilders. We're gonna build that muscle. If we don't train, that some people it works with them, but 99% it doesn't work. You're gonna get injured. You're gonna get smashed. You're not gonna stay long. You're gonna be really like 5, 6 max years, and then you're gonna be injuries and operation and
Yeah,
tone and everything.
100%. It's funny, it's because it's like training for Instagram, I think. Like you put 37 plates on the leg press, and it's like this. And you're like, what are you doing? You know? I,
Exactly.
I don't understand. Like, like you said, it's not, when you step on stage, you're not wearing a t-shirt that says, I bench 700 pounds for 2 reps. You know what I mean? It's like you're training for a
Exactly.
bodybuilder. So
Exactly.
talk about like, so your guy over at BPI, the CEO, man, he's in some incredible shape. We're following him on
Oh
Instagram.
God, Chris.
Chris is
Chris,
amazing. Yeah.
he's amazing. He's a crazy guy, man. It's sometimes like we go there and then we don't know. Weekends he's on stage. He doesn't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what he's doing, but he's always in that garage. He's training and he's like pushing that heavy weight, and he's just like he's mad. I'll say he's really mad. But lately he just competed with his daughter, and I
Yeah.
really love that. I really love that. I wish one day I'll have my son as well with me competing, because my son is like the oldest 17 and he's in training. So I felt it for him. I really, really felt it for him.
That's good though, because like there's so many different supplement companies out there, but I like somebody who walks the walk and talks the talk, and like they train. Because could you imagine if you worked for a company, or that had someone who never trained before? They just wouldn't understand the mentality of what you needed as far as products, like what you need on a daily basis, what training's about, and competition. Because I've worked for numerous companies where the guy would come and he's never been in a gym, and he starts like, well, why don't we have this product and that product? Like, it's like, it's like me trying to get a baseball glove for Derek Jeter. I'm like, what are you doing? So
No, it's to be honest with BPI. I mean,
yeah,
even before I start like an athlete with them, I was their distributor back home in Libya, because I have my gyms and I have my supplement stores, which is I do hold a few brands. And BPI, one of the brands that I loved from before, even I was working with them. And then it's been like 5, 6 years now. I've been with BPI, and to be honest, these guys, they've done everything to me. And these guys, they brought me here actually in the United States, in America. And so they want me to be around. And to be honest, they took care of everything, all my paperwork. They make me comfortable. There's no pressure on me. It's, to be honest, I can't be asked for anything. They're so great. Chris, Whitney, Dennis, the owner Derek as well. He's one of the guys like he doesn't whatever, but with me, he's really like we hooked on really well together. I can't just, I mean, all of them, they just like made it for me so easy. Plus, to be honest, I trust that product 100%. People they say, "Oh, do you take it?" I said, "Yes, I do take it 100%." For me, to be honest, even before with BBI, I've been asked to be with other after I won the Arnold. I don't want to mention names. They asked me some supplement companies, because I tried their products. I didn't like it. So I will never ever lie on this kind of thing. If I like the stuff, I use it. Yes, I will tell people. I'll tell my fans. Thank God I have that trust in all my area, in my Middle East area, and all our North Africa and everything. People, when I tell them this is, I use it. That's it. 100%. I use it, and the quality, the taste, everything is good in that company. So I'm so happy to be part of the PBI Sports.
what's your go-to product, your daily products for with BPI now for the prep that you're doing?
What's what?
Your prep. What products are you taking now for BPI
Oh,
for your Olympia prep?
yes. I mean, I've been taking about 5 or 6 products, which is the first one is the ISO HD, and I take the pre-workout, and I take the BCAs, and then the best, which is one I take whole year round, and the CLA with the carnitine. That kind of fat burner, man, it does work. And to be honest, if you are on a diet, 100%, it does take the all, with the lower back and the lower glutes and everything, it does take it off.
The
It does
last
definitely take
the,
the last
last
bit.
2%.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I take that, and I take the glutamine, their glutamine as well. and I take the vitamins or whatever with other stuff. But the basic, our 5 stuff: the creatine, glutamine, BCAAs, and then CLA with carnitine, and ISO HD.
You know, it's funny. It's like you always get those people who come to you and are like, does that stuff really work? And they're negative. And I always tell them this: use it, then stop using it, and then tell me the difference in your physique and your performance, and you tell me if it works or not. And the answer, obviously, for you is, of course, it works. Like that's why, you know, I think it's extremely important, especially if you're doing, you know, a high level contest like you in Olympia, that you have the right formula. Because if you just took products from any company and you know, and you're like, well, I'm getting it for free, I'm taking it, and it doesn't work, you're only hurting yourself, you know. And
100%.
because the degree from first place to third place is what, 1-2%. Like you said, like if you're not 100% on, you know, you're not at your best, you're not going to place obviously at the top. So it's nice to hear that, like, you know, that you take and that you believe in the products.
Oh, 100%. You know, Frank, and you know as well, there is 3 things. If you're not having a great result in the gym, there is 3 things. If you're not having your good supplement, or you're not having good training, or you're not having good rest. These 3 things, food would, of course, including supplement, training, and rest. If this one of these 3 things, they're not well, you're not going to do well.
Yeah.
And the supplement is one of them, because it is. I'm not selling it here because I don't care. I do use it. I trust it. And sometimes I tell them if I feel like, something different with the flavors or something, hey, I tell them, hey, I'm not happy with that. So I am really, because I'm the face of it.
Yeah.
And people, they complain if there is any complaint, and they're always on top of it, testing stuff. And I'm really happy and with BPI. So yeah, I will. It will take me a lot to change to a different, or try a different supplement.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember working for a company, I'm not going to say who too, but when they got extremely popular and mass produced it, you know, all the different countries, I'm like, this isn't the same. You know, like, you know, immediately, like, because you take it on a daily basis, whether you're getting the same jolt from the, you know, pre-workout, or the same flavoring from the protein. It's like, wait, something's off here, you know, because you're so in tune to taking the products every day. So that's good.
Yeah.
Are you training with where are you training? Are you training in Chris's garage, or where?
No. To be honest, I'm in Tampa, so I do go there every now and then. But we in BPI Sports, we have like a private gym, which is when I go there, that's what I use the gym. They have, to be honest, complete everything. They have it there. But at the moment, I'm in Tampa, so I train in MI40 gym, which is where is like train me and Nick Walker now. Nick, he's going to Vegas, so he's going to finish his prep over there. Derek Lunsford. We've got like Rachel. We got about 5 Olympians. They train in that gym. That atmosphere in that gym is really great. And again, I mean, when I came to Tampa and I did Tampa Pro, people made me very welcome here. I mean, I really thank the people here from Tampa, Florida. I feel really great. I can't get more than this. The love I felt, especially when I came in into my show, and the individual, like on stage, the crowd. It's like, hey, I've just been here 10 months and I've got that much love. That's it. This is winning show for me. I'm really thankful for all the people from Tampa and Florida. Everybody's like, I can't say much, because more than I love them the way they love me.
How's it different from training in your country to when you moved to the United States? Like, you know, what was the biggest difference?
I mean, it's because I wasn't training in my gym in UK, so which is still my gym, still over there, is being running by my manager and everything. So hopefully I'll be selling that gym soon. But it's different because when you train in your place, I'm training with my training partner, which is I've been training with him for a long time. Patrick Stafford, that guy is always on point with me. He's always pushed me. He's not bodybuilder. He's just a normal guy. He loves bodybuilding, but he's been training for years. The difference is, like, when you train here, you've got, like what I said, it's 5 Olympians around you. They train in the same atmosphere. It's the atmosphere is like, it's unbelievable. Everybody's like, it's training for the Olympia. It's not a normal shows. Like in UK, I was the only one competing in my gym. There is no. it's completely different. Like I'm suffering, but when you see this guy, not only you, everybody's doing the same job, everybody's training hard. We pushing each other. To be honest, we are. I mean, even like sometimes I train with Nick or with Derek, and Nick is training himself. Hey, we shouting at each other, we pushing each other. I love it. I love it. I mean, we see like the old school, when they all train together, 5, 6 big
Yeah.
guys, they train together. It's exactly the same as happening. So I loved it. And I really, really, and these guys, they're really doing well. I see them like because they're a lot younger than me. And I think this year they're gonna bring some crazy. I mean, they're gonna shock that stage. People they're not seeing what they're gonna bring.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting Olympia. It's funny when people ask me, we're just starting to compete and stuff. I said, find people who are like-minded and find an environment that's going to push you because you're a big fish in, like in LA Fitness. You really can't gauge yourself. But if you go to Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym, and you're surrounded by IFB pros and stuff, it's you feed off the energy of them, and by looking to the right of you and looking to the left of you, how good, you have to be in order to, become a champion as well. But if you're in LA Fitness or one of these franchise gyms, you're not going to get the same type of vibe.
No, not the same. I mean, I have LA Fitness I use every now and then, which is where my son goes, because I
Yeah,
drive half an hour every day. I mean, the MI40 is like about half an hour drive from me every day. So that's what I do. But every now and then, I just like maybe weekends or something. I walk to LA Fitness here, like to do my cardio. So
yeah,
everybody's looking at me. Yeah,
yeah,
because I am the biggest over there. But when I
yeah,
go to my 40, you see Nick Walker or Derek Lewis, you're like, they're not gonna even look
yeah.
at you. Which is you're right, yeah, man, you
It's,
need to be around them people, which is they push you, and everybody's going to their highest goal. That's
yeah,
what you want to be.
that's the best environment. What are your plans beyond this Olympia? Obviously, you want to win the Olympia, right? But what's your plans beyond this show?
Frank, I mean, as everybody heard, they're bringing the Masters back next year, all right? And everybody's like mentioning my name, who's going to be Kamal is going to be on it, Kamal is going to be on it. So I've heard a lot of broadcasts they talk and they mentioning my name, but I haven't decided yet. I was talking to Chris, my coach, Chris Asiri, the other day. I said,
Yeah.
"Hey, Chris, like this is what happening. Has been mentioned to do the Masters again." And he said, "Why? You still winning? You could win the Olympia another 2, 3, 4 times. Why you go to the Masters? The Masters like when they full. That's when you go to do the Masters. You still." I said, "Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to keep going, man. I mean, I want to focus on, to be honest, this move for me here to America. My kids, they are next year is going to be at the uni, so I want to really spend more time with my family. So I want to give them time because I have a lot of time. Me, as the
Yeah.
bodybuilding, being selfish. I want to spend more time with them, just like be with my family. But yeah, maybe I will do the Masters Olympia. I will see if, to be honest, again, if they do the Masters Olympia with the right prize money. Yeah. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, we doing this as we got a family. We're gonna look after the family. We spending a lot of money to get prep, and you know all this. So
Sure.
if it's worth it, yes, you could go. I know the title is worth it. The title is very, very worth it for me. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that money, but I would love to do it. I would love to do it, but it has to be agreed with my team, my family, my wife, and with
Right.
everybody. Yeah, but I mean, I would say no, and then I would get lost. I don't think I could do anything else because this is what I know of my life. I mean,
Yeah.
dieting, competing on stage. So yeah, it's the plan. So I'll do the Olympia hopefully this year. Everything is well. I mean, I would love to. I'm not just going to compete. I'm going to get my title back because I won the 2019, which is the last Olympia, and then 220, 221. It's moved here to Florida. Now it's going back to Vegas, so I'm going back to get it.
But Chris isn't wrong. Like, you've been in the top three in the last 3 years and obviously winning. Like, are you going to put the same effort if you win? You're going to put the same effort into the Masters Olympia when you're already current Mr. Olympia. So, like, I agree with Chris. I'd love to see you compete in both if they're, near the same time. But I mean, that's I would like to see you keep going. Obviously, your family and stuff. But if you win the Olympia again, don't you want to defend it?
To be honest, why not? I mean, to be honest, I feel really good. I mean,
Yeah.
I really looked the best I've ever looked.
Oh,
Yesterday, I took some picture update and everything. So even Chris, he posted one of the pictures. Normally, last 4 or 5 weeks we don't post, but
yeah.
I felt really really great. Very good response from it. And I feel good, man. I really feel good. So yeah, I mean, but I don't know the rules with the Olympia.
Yeah.
Will they let you know? Will they let you compete at the Masters and the 212, or I don't know how they're gonna do it.
That's a
So
that's a question for the big dogs.
yeah, exactly. So is it going to be allowed? Because we know no, not allowed. That's Sean Clarita now. They didn't allow him to compete for two shows, the Open and the Masters, which is I do understand that. Probably yes, he did earn it. He did win, but he has to choose one because in one day it's the Olympia is like just one Olympia. So but if they are separate, because I've heard like we've heard the Olympia Masters is going to be next year August in Romania. So there is time between the Open, the normal Olympia, and the Masters Olympia. So maybe.
Honestly, I think the Masters Olympia is going to be exciting because you're going to see a lot of guys that you haven't seen previous, and they're going to come in to win. They're going to be in phenomenal shape. So there's going to be a lot of buzz around the Masters Olympia, who's doing it, and I'm obviously everyone's looking at Dexter Jackson, I'm sure too, to come out.
I would love to have him. I would love
You
to. I
know,
mean, yes. I mean, it would be good. I mean, if the good thing is like you want to compete in a
yeah,
show that has the top people to see
totally.
yourself. Exactly. But I'd love to. I mean, to
We
get
want
Dexter back,
Phil,
in,
Jay, Dexter, Flex Lewis.
um, I mean, I don't. Maybe I
No,
don't
that's who
think
I'd like
that.
to see.
Yeah, would love to. Oh
Yeah,
God, we would love to get them back at the Masters. Would be a lot of fun. I mean, it's not going to be. Is to be honest, it's not going to be a lot of more stress.
yeah,
I think it would be a lot more easier because we going for fun, but everybody's going to do the job. Everybody's going to be ready. But I don't think it's going to be like it's more fun than like you going to win the proper Olympia. It's complete. I think it's going to be completely different
yeah.
as feeling wise. But yeah, it would be great. They said there's going to be invitation only this year until they got the rules complete and everything. But yeah, it's good. Why
Yeah.
not?
I'm
Why
looking,
not?
I'm looking forward to it. You know, you've done so many shows, and obviously, how has the Olympia changed since Jake Wood and Dan have taken over? Like, I mean, you've seen the presentation, the stages, and everything. So, from your perspective as a competitor, how has it changed?
To be honest, I love the job they're doing. Um, I mean, first of all, when Jake took over, and then the COVID hit,
Yeah,
and that man he made his best to make it happen, and they moved it to Florida. That just that bit, it did a lot. It did keep keep us pushing and going for our goals. That kind of bit, it makes completely different, and they did a great job. I mean, last year that theater, that sound, that music, the everything, the crown, all the stuff, man. To be honest, the Olympia feels like it is the super goal of our sport, of the feeling, and everything is done right. Everything is done right. I think they're doing a good job, and they said, I mean, Dan is always Dan and Tamer Al Jundi, and to be honest, they doing great. I think they're gonna even better this year, but I liked it more in Florida, to be
yeah,
honest.
because you can walk out your front door.
That's it.
Drive
No,
down.
it's more things to do here in Florida. Like even when you have because I do have a lot of friends that travel from Europe or from my country or wherever they come in Vegas. Because they're not into gambling, they're not into other things. But here in Florida, there's a lot of different stuff. If they bring their family, they've got like a lot of things to do just than going to the strips, street, whatever, all the kind of things. So I think for me, is a lot more. But we've heard next year is coming back to Florida.
We don't know yet, but for everybody who can't make it, they can go to olympiaproductions.com and watch you from their house. They
Oh
don't have to
yes,
leave. They
yeah,
can watch the pay-per-view, olympiaproductions.com. So all your friends and family back in the day, you know, you have to fly everybody out, put them up, put 20 people in a hotel room. Now, you know, with today's technology,
Yeah.
just use OlympiaProductions.com. Yeah.
I mean, this year is going to be the first Olympia for my family to come and watch me live. Normally, they watch me in a different, so they are actually going with me, and I'm excited. I want to really like, yeah, it is. They show me in Tampa and Texas, which is the first time they see me live on like pro shows. Normally, I travel on my own and I stay, I do my bit because of the COVID, because of the traveling, or maybe in school. And I was like, when I heard my kids like, "Come on, Baba, come on!" They shout, you hear it on stage, man, it's really great. It's you don't want any more, to be honest.
You know, it's funny, you know, I have a son, he's 14. You're not cool unless you're on YouTube or on some sort of mobile, you know, social media or whatever. You know, it used to be back in the day, you have to be on TV. Now with the pay-per-view, obviously you can get it everywhere. But, you know,
Yeah,
everything's changed. Like, I saw your dad on YouTube, you know, or I saw your dad on Instagram. Like, it's so different than, you know, the back in the day when you were on like, you know, one channel, one TV, one show, but now it's so many different streaming platforms and everything. So
yes, yes, yes,
TikTok,
yes, yes.
everything else.
Well, I'm not. I'm just on Instagram. That's it. That's the only thing.
You draw the line at
I'm
TikTok.
still, yeah, I'm still. I'm not gonna kind of couldn't do it. Mike is like, whatever. Come on, you need. Sorry, I can't. Even like there's people that make a lot of money from YouTube. I've tried to do every now a little bit, but you just see like it's not me. It's just like I can't do it. I want to be focused into my training, and I want to be. I don't know, but if you have it on you or not, that's
Yeah.
it.
Well, you know, I know you're getting ready for your show, so we'll cut it here. And you know, I'm looking forward, and I'm sure you have a ton of fans are looking forward to seeing you on stage. Any last words before we go up?
I mean, that was great, Frank, to see you
Yeah,
to have that this interview. I was really like happy when Dennis told me, Frank, yeah, of course, let's do it
yeah,
because
that's what I said
I
too.
think we did interviews like at the Olympia, like every Olympia we do that. But it's nice when you see people like in same my age and they look good, and we're trying to push our sport into the show. These people like the youngsters, they have to take it easy. They have to be really like you don't think of just like short time look after what is your career, your family, your kids and business.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. So you have to keep going. So yeah, the only thing I want to thanks everybody like made me this bodybuilding. Thanks to Mr. Jim Manion and all the staff that's the in our sport to keep this going. I want to thank Tim Gardner as well, the guy who's involved here in Florida. And I want to thank a lot everybody's involved with our NBC Pro League for having this opportunity to make me, because this is what made me. Bodybuilding was made me. So, of course, to my wife and my family and all the love, everybody, all my fans, they are always behind me. So hopefully you'll gonna see something great this Olympia. So I can't wait as well to get the finish.
You know, it's funny talking to you. You know, I'm gonna try some of the BPI products now. I'm gonna try some of them because you know I legitimately you know believe you when you speak, and your conditioning is unreal. So I'm gonna try some of the products and see.
Yeah, and all, and
Man,
sorry, I was gonna mention, yeah, all to my fans as well. If you want any products with PPI, you just put Kamal 212, Kamal 212, and you get 30%, not 10, not 20, 30% discount. Yes, this is going. Just yeah, go onto the BPI Sports website, order what you want, everything is 30%.
see, unlike every other body, unlike other people, I won't call you and ask you. I will go buy and support you and get my 30.
No, no, we'll whatever. We'll send you
Nope.
some. Don't worry.
No way.
Dennis will look
I'm
after you.
buying it.
No,
No,
Dennis will look after you. Don't worry about it.
no, I'm gonna buy it. But I'm looking forward to seeing you in Vegas, and God bless you and your family, and have a safe trip to Vegas, and we'll see you there.
Thank you so much, Frank, and same to you. Hopefully, I will see you soon in Vegas. We'll
Yes.
have fun this year.
All right. Thank you. Have a good
Thank
day.
you so much.
Thank you.
You too, man. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.